This is one of the most difficult negotiating contexts in which we've ever functioned. We're facing cuts on a scale which no practicing teacher can ever remember. And we've decided that in the negotiation, absolute priority has to be given to protecting jobs and promoting employment opportunities. For the 1,800 people coming out of college this year entering the teacher induction scheme, it's critical that they have places to go to. For the 2,800 leaving the induction scheme and entering the jobs market for the first time, and of course for hundreds of other teachers who've qualified in recent years and who can't find work. So for us, the number one priority has been to protect and promote employment opportunities and jobs. Well, as a result of the very hard negotiating that we've participated in, we've managed to make progress. We've levered in an additional £15.3 million from the government, brought it onto the bargaining table, and that means that we've been able to get much better promises on jobs, a guarantee that there will be 51,131 teaching posts in the system when the census is taken next autumn, together with very strong, very robust sanctions against any council that defaults on the jobs promise, and that's a very important piece of progress. We've also managed to remove the very real and very serious threat to sick pay from the equation. There will be no change to sick pay arrangements. People will continue to get full pay for up to 6 months and half pay for the following maximum of 6 months. And that, I think, is a very important gain for every teacher, no matter which part of Scotland they work or at what grade of post they're employed. But 2/3 of the extra money that we brought to the table, we have applied to ease the impact on supply teachers. They were facing being paid at 0.1 of the salary scale for 8 days, and that's been pulled right back to just 5 days. And that's one of the most dangerous and serious proposals that we've had to deal with, because this is one where councils could choose to go their own way and to make their own offer of terms and conditions to supply teachers without any collective agreement. And there's every reason to imagine that left to their own devices, the offer to supply teachers would be much poorer than contained in this offer. So saying no to the deal does nothing to protect the interests of supply teachers. And if we can't reach an overall agreement, the reality is that councils will make the savings by their own devices, and that most probably means job loss and the real threat of compulsory redundancy. 1,000 jobs out of the system would save them £40 million, and the EIS is very clear that the number one priority in all of this has to be protecting jobs and promoting employment opportunities.